What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye the Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. Once again, we're talking about Patrisse Cullors. Now, I have been going in on Patrisse Cullors before it was popular. When nobody really wanted to speak out on it, I have made numerous videos about this sideshow that is BLM. BLM is nothing more than a sideshow that uses race guilt, okay, let's just be real, in order to get money for the organization and then take the money and fund their lifestyles. Now, Patrisse and her fellow BLM leaders decided that it would be a good idea to celebrate the life of George Floyd at a $6 million mansion that they purchased, sipping champagne, toasting to the good life, instead of actually being in his hometown, being around his family, being around the people that know him on this anniversary. You see, George Floyd is nothing more than a paycheck to these women. This is what failed female leadership looks like, especially failed black female leadership. I don't trust the majority of black female leadership because of situations like this. And we've seen this numerous times. And then people claim that women don't get an opportunity to lead. Well, it's because, especially in the melanated community, they don't handle their business. They're too busy looking to cash in, looking to use funds that are about social justice and about, helping the people that look like you. But it's only to them, it's all about helping themselves. And the fact that they're at a $6 million mansion, sipping champagne, talking about this is the anniversary of George Floyd's passing, it just shows you how out of touch these people really are. You know what I'm saying? So out of touch. And I want people to understand that this video is actually a year old. In this particular video, it was filmed last year, but the fact that we are now noticing that a mansion was in the back, I guess people saw that house, but they did not know whose house it was. But we're gonna get into the particulars. Go inside the description box once this video is done. Go check out some of my other commentary. I'm gonna put some of my latest commentary on Patrisse Cullors and all her fraudulent behavior. And let's get into this article from the NY Post. It says Black Lives Matter bought a swanky Southern California home for nearly $6 million using donation cash. According to a report Monday, 3 leaders of the social justice movement, Patrisse Cullors, Alicia Garza, and Melina Abdullah, recorded a video last June outside a secretly bought home while marking the first anniversary of George Floyd's passing. The New York Magazine reported. Cullors at the time says she was weeks removed from being in survival mode after the Post's exclusive reporting in April revealed her purchase of 4 high-end U.S. homes for $3.2 million. Yeah, she was in survival mode, all right. It's because we're powerful, because we're winning, Cullors said of what she characterized as right-wing media attacks. It's because we are threatening the establishment. We're threatening white supremacy. Well, let me tell you something. All you people that talk about white supremacy, you haven't done anything to it. Not one thing. No matter how many movies you make, no matter how many marches you do, you haven't done a single thing to this Caucasian supremacy. You haven't done anything. Where's the work? Where's the proof that you've made any dent in society? Not one. The only thing you've been able to do is show that you're able to raise money and use it to benefit yourself. You haven't really spent any of that money benefiting the people in those communities. I believe they used some of the money to bail out protesters, but that was because that was a liberal initiative. Because they get their orders. See, Patrisse Cullors gets her orders from the Caucasian liberals. That's who they get their orders, because those are the people that fund the organization. That's who they get their orders from. So for the most part, they really don't do anything for black people. They use blackness to fund their lifestyle. They might as well be scammers. We might as well be calling these women scammers. Why not? They're basically they're doing the same thing. People want to have a meltdown over the Tinder scammer, quote unquote, or finesser. But is what BLM, what they have done, any different than the Tinder scammer? Is it any different? I will say it's a difference. What BLM is doing, they are super fraudulent. Okay. Because they're promising they're helping a community of people against, Caucasian supremacy, when really they want to live around Caucasians. But Cullors and her colleagues didn't reveal any details on the upscale home seen behind them in the video, a 6,500 square foot spread with more than 6 bedrooms and bathrooms, fireplace, a pool, a parking for more than 20 cars, according to a real estate listing cited by the magazine. Y'all got to understand something. A $6 million home, depending on if they bought it cash or if they paid a sizable down payment on it, or maybe they're making payments, but I believe they may have bought this place cash. So that's how much money BLM has made and what they've done with it. Because according to this article, they bought the house in 2020, a few months after the passing of George Floyd. They took the money they made that summer, because they made a lot of money in the summer of 2020, and they used it to buy homes for themselves or buy this mansion. The property was right through that October 2020 with funds that had been donated to the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, according to the explosive report. The 7-bedroom residence was purchased by a man named Dwayne Pascal 2 weeks after BLM GNF received $66.5 million from its fiscal sponsor earlier that month. Pascal is the financial manager of Jaye and Patrisses Consulting, an LLC operated by Cullors and her spouse, Jaye Khan. New York Magazine reported. Ownership was transferred within a week to an LLC in Delaware, ensuring the property's owner wouldn't be disclosed. Oh, see the fraudulent behavior. They really thought they was slick. But you wasn't slick enough. Cullors, BLM's co-founder, resigned in May as the group's executive director amid criticism over buying 3 homes in the Los Angeles area and another outside of Atlanta. The purchase of the nearly $6 million home had not been previously reported, and BLM official tried to keep his existence a secret from a journalist looking into the transaction, according to report. Well, it's hard to do that, Patrisse, when you're filming a video of you and these other women drinking champagne, toasting to your gains. So it's kind of hard to hide that, Patrisse. Why would you even post that video like that, Patrisse? Why would you post a video of you and the 3 of you sitting outside, probably near the pool area, sipping champagne in front of a mansion? That is dumb. But maybe you thought because, you're BLM and nobody's going to question you. Maybe that's what you thought, but you got to understand, your organization is useless now. The Democrats have used BLM for their gain. Now that they have gained the White House, they don't need you anymore. You're expendable. So nobody's going to protect you. That's why all these reports are coming out. And the chickens are not coming home to roost. The organization tried to kill the story about the home, which is referred to internally as the campus, while one strategy memo reportedly suggested it might be used as an influencer house where artists can congregate. What they mean is they can have parties. They want to have all types of parties at that place. They want to use it for getting together and not really doing any type of social justice work. It's just about them being able to get together and party and drink champagne. The residence was purchased with the intention for it to serve as housing and studio space for recipients of the Black Joy Creators Fellowship, a BLMGNF board member Shalomia Bowers told the magazine in a statement Friday. The foundation had always planned to disclose the home's legal filings this May, and it doesn't serve as anyone's personal residence, Bowers said. So why not purchase a building? Hey, this is something that's new. Why don't you as a business, because BLM is a business, just ask Patrisse, why don't you just buy you a whole building where you can have offices, you can meet there, you can have a studio space. Why do you need to purchase a $6 million home in California, knowing full well you're going to stick out like a sore thumb? Why not purchase a building that could be used now they may have that already. Maybe they have that already. But if you're going to need a place for getting together all the board members and, having it as a studio space, you can do that anywhere. You don't need to buy a $6 million home for that. But the statement did not spell out why little content has been produced there over some 17 months, if it was in fact intended to be a creative space, according to the report. Look at this. This is crazy. And they thought they was gonna get away with this. Look at this. They're toasting and sipping champagne to George. See, they benefit off of the death of black men because they don't like. These women don't even date black men. Well, Patrisse has a child by one who he's dipped his hand a little bit in the pot, allegedly. Their whole doctrine was about lesbianism and the gay community. It had nothing to do about black men and the black family, the black community. It was about their group and them elevating the people in their circles. They had to change it when they got scrutinized. But they're not toasting for George Floyd, as far as, we're paying homage to him. This is them saying, thank you, George, for getting us this house. Your sacrifice has done us very well, because that's what this looks like to me. This is sick and pathetic, and it's sad. And that's why I've been going in on Patrisse, because she is supposed to be a leader, a co-founder of a movement for black people, but this is what she's always wanted, her and her friends. This is what they've always wanted, to live in $1 million homes and live a certain lifestyle, not around you. They don't want to live anywhere near you, black people. You people don't mean much to them. But if there's a death, here they go. Especially of a black man. Oh my God. Look at this. This is sick and it's sad at the same time. One nonprofit organization expert said the sheer size of the buy might subject BLM to more criticism about its lackluster transparency. That's a very legitimate critique, candid co-founder Jacob Harold told the outlet. It's not a critique that says what you're doing is illegal or even unethical. It might just be strategic. Harold, who helped create a service to track U.S. nonprofits, questioned whether the funds could have been better spent elsewhere. Of course, man, of course. But you can't tell these heifers nothing. They want what they want. See, this is what happens when you don't have any logic and common sense in those particular spaces. It's all about what they want. They want to use the money to benefit their life. That's what it's all about. And now they're being fully exposed, and I'm happy about it. Why aren't you spending it on policy or, other strategies that an organization might take to address the core issues around BLM? Harold asked. The property was acquired in furtherance of BLM's mission, as well as for any usages as needed. Bowers said in a statement of the Post Monday, the organization has always planned to disclose the property on the upcoming 990 due date, due May the 15th, as part of BLMGF's ongoing transparency efforts. Bauer's statement continued. BLM GNF has and continues to utilize the space for programming and leadership offsites. The property does not serve as a personal space or personal residence. But at least one activist in Missouri said that he was dismayed upon learning of the complex in California. It's a waste of resources, Ferguson activist Tori Russell told the New York Magazine. Of course it is, but they don't care. It is a total waste of money, but it's for them. It's for their vanity. They can be bought off. You see, heifers like this can be bought off. That's why heifers like this are dangerous. And this is why black people never, this is the largest group in America that is supposedly for black progress. But the reason why we don't have it, the reason why politicians don't care about what we have going on is because of these people like this who care nothing more than about living the life they want to live and spending the money they're supposed to spend on their people on themselves. So let me know in the comment section, let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll see y'all next one.